This is a Doing Everything Blind Throwback Thursday Flashback. Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. So I am doing this video as I am doing a live stream on Dabble, which is an audio streaming app. And I got my good buddy Whistler here, aka Theory of a Blind Man. And hey, it's been a minute since you've been on, so it's awesome to have you on my channel tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Sure. So, how are you doing? It's definitely, like I said, been a minute. So, how are you doing these days?
I'm doing good. Just put up a huge resource list on my website for blind people, so I'm gonna go over that tonight on my live YouTube stream.
Speaking of which, you can catch me on Theory of a Blind Man's channel at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 7 o'clock Whistler Time, and Juan from my RP Life will be joining the stream, which is awesome. So, looking forward to that.
8 p.m. my time.
Right, 8 p.m. your time. Sorry. Cool. So, a little while ago, I did a video with my friend Frank about anxiety and panic attacks, and I also did a video with Juan, not one, but Juan, about the same topic. But unfortunately, as I said in the last video, I had to take the video down because I didn't hear any sound at all in the video. I heard it when you played it on your channel, but I didn't hear it when I played it back. So unfortunately, I did have to take that video down because I didn't hear any sound in the video. But I was going to ask you if you have ever experienced panic attacks or if you've ever had anxiety before.
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No? Okay. Well, I've had 3 years ago I was going through really bad panic attacks and really bad anxiety, and it's pretty serious. It got so bad to the point where I had to tell my family about it. I didn't want to because I'm honestly not a complainer. I really don't complain about anything, but I had to tell them. And I've been on medications, 3 different medications. They're low doses of 3 different medications since February of 2017. March of 2017. But what I would say to people is, there's definitely help out there, and you can definitely get help for this. So that's what I would say. What's that?
What's what?
I hear something talking in the background.
Oh, I got the smart TV on.
Oh, nice. What kind of TV is it?
It's a Samsung something or other.
Oh, I thought like it was an Apple TV or something.
No, but it does have accessibility on it, so you can access everything on the screen.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. And you guys, I found out from someone else that that Dabble is not just an app for visually impaired and blind people. Anyone can use it. So that means that sighted people can use it as well. The only thing is, if you have an Android phone, you cannot use this app yet. And if you get the app, it's in the app. You can get it in the App Store. It's Dabble, Dabel, and you do have to log into the app by using your Facebook account. So I was just doing a stream, and I had someone else in here, and then Whistler joined, and I said, "Hey, you want to do a video?" And he said, "Sure." So here we are. So anyway, how was your video last night? The Saturday night Blind Gamer Geek Out Saturday. It is.
Oh yeah, it went pretty good. I didn't get to any games, but we went over some videos.
Mm-hmm.
I had one there with me.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was a short one this time, so.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, and here's the funny thing, you guys. On Friday night in Whistler's stream, Was it? Is it the beard? Blind beard. The blind beard. What is it? What is his name?
The blind beard.
The blind beard. He actually fell asleep in the video on Friday night, and I'm like, okay, I don't feel bad because I'm not the only one. Because for people who don't know, I fell asleep 4 times on Whistler's channel, and pretty embarrassing. But now I'm not the only one, so yeah. And he,
He's got his own special nickname now as well.
yep, and it's called Sleepy. What is it?
Sleepy Eye Poop.
Sleepy eyed poop. Yeah. So, but that was a
What
really.
makes it even worse is he fell asleep at the bar.
Oh no! Really?
Yep.
Oh, I thought. Oh my. At the bar. Wow, what a place to fall asleep at. Wow. And you were saying he didn't wake up, right?
No, we just finally hung up on him.
It was so funny because like you were playing sound effects and Juan was calling him and.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah. And like I said, you guys, I fell asleep 4 times. 4 times on Whistler's channel, and
In a row.
huh?
In a row.
In a row, yeah, 4 times in a row. And the second time I fell asleep on his channel, it was a Friday night. We were just chilling out. People were in the chat, and we were just chilling. And like we weren't talking about a topic. We were just shooting the breeze, and I fell asleep. And when I listened back to the video the next morning, I was so embarrassed. But people didn't mind, thankfully. They didn't care. So yeah. So
Yeah, no, I got a really good subscriber base in my chat.
yeah, they're awesome. They're all awesome.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah. So that's that, and cool. Yeah, you guys, this app is awesome. And I did forget to mention it is free. So you can get it in the App Store. Like I said, and it's free. You don't have to pay for it. And it's an awesome app. How do you like the app so far? I mean, I know you. I know you told me how you like it, but my subscribers and viewers don't know. So.
Yeah, I mean, I don't use it all that often because I'm so busy outside of this type of thing, Dabble community or whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't have time to just sit on Dabble all day long when I'm awake and just do nothing. I like to be very, very productive. Not to say that people on here don't do things. I've seen a lot of good, interesting topics. Like, there's this one guy, I can't remember his name, but he does a lot of tech stuff, a lot of Apple hack stuff. And I like that guy.
Oh, okay.
Blind Gaming Studios is on here as well.
Is Amanda or Standing or Brian Grilling any of those people on here?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. The only YouTuber that I know of on here. Well, I mean, obviously, you and I are on here. Nikki is on here. There's someone else. Maybe that's it. But there are a few people. Oh, Hans Last. My good buddy Hans Last is on here, who I had the pleasure of speaking with a couple weeks ago on someone else's stream. He's on here and he's awesome. So that's who I was thinking of, and it was really fun talking to him. So, yep. So, yeah. Very nice. So, any good plans coming up for this week in terms of like videos and stuff that we can watch out for?
Yeah, I got my What Do They Look Like on Wednesday coming up. I think I'm going to be Rebel Williams, but I'm not quite sure. That was a viewer request, so I might do that on Wednesday. Other than that, I got a bunch of tutorials planned out to do for iPhone and OS X.
Okay. And do you mind talking about the video that you did on Friday night for raising awareness? Do you mind talking about that?
Oh yeah, so my cousin Tony, he just got diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a motor neuron disease. Back in May. So the life expectancy with someone with ALS is 2 to 5 years. But there are other rare cases like Stephen Hawkins, who he was diagnosed in his early 20s, and he just died 5 years ago or something recent. So he lasted a long time. So there's always hope. But he's raising money for this new treatment that came out, and they're in phase 3 of the trials because the FDA is fast tracking the trials. So I did a stream on that Friday night, and just to try to raise awareness and talk a little more about the disease itself. And it's quite a rare disease. 6,000 people a year get diagnosed with it. And there's only about 20,000 people in the U.S. currently that have it. So it's actually a very horrible disease. The symptoms start off light, and they go all the way up to loss of muscle control, weakness, bone weakness.
Wow.
Can't swallow, and then eventually you become a quadriplegic. So yeah, I did that. That's on my channel at youtube.com/c/theory of a blind man.
Right. And so how does he how's he doing with it? How's he coping with everything?
Currently, he's just got a lot of weakness, and that comes and goes. Like, he'll have good days, and he'll have bad days. So he's already experiencing the weakness.
Yeah, well, my thoughts and prayers are definitely with him and his wife for sure. So, yep. Absolutely. And I did see that video on Friday night. You guys can go check it out. Actually, you edited it actually, right?
Yeah, I put up a highlight version to where, because that was a 5-hour stream.
Yeah, that was, yeah.
So I cut it down to, because Tony actually called in. That was really cool. Him and his daughter were watching, so he called in.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, so I cut the video down to right after he called in. It's like 42 minutes long.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, that was a really good video. Yeah, 5 hours. That was quite a video, but at least you cut it down. So I think it's 43 minutes.
Yeah, in between 42 and 43.
Yeah. Okay. Yep.
It was cool though. We got quite a few donations raised from that stream, so that was good.
Awesome. Did you ever end up doing a show with your brother? I know you were trying to get that done.
Nope, not yet, unfortunately.
Not yet? Okay. Well, hopefully you'll get to do that soon.
Yeah.
So where does he live?
He lives in Sacramento proper, about 30 miles away from me.
Oh, okay. Cool. So we may have talked about this in another video, but I honestly can't remember, so I apologize. Are you I know you're completely blind now, but you were fully sighted, right?
Yep.
Okay. And do you mind sharing how you came completely blind?
Yeah, I'll make it fast because we got that show to do soon.
Yep.
But so it started off in 2000. I was randomly attacked and basically got hit in the head with a brick and jumped on a bunch of times, and my head kicked and my ribs kicked, and it was a random act of violence. And over the next couple of years, I started noticing blood flowing to the front of my eye when I was laying down. And then one morning, January 17th, 2003, I woke up completely black out of my left eye. So I went to work, and then all of a sudden the computer screen started getting blurry. So I went to the doctor that day, and in about 6 hours, they determined that my retinas had exploded.
Wow.
Over the next 6 or 7 months, went through a bunch of surgeries. Ended up being too much for my eye, and I lost full sight August 2003-ish.
Okay. So, how did that, when you lost your sight, did it bother you, or it didn't really matter?
For me at the time, there was no time to be like, poor me, what's going on? This sucks, blah, blah, blah. I've always been go doing something. I've always been motivated to do something.
That's awesome.
So I couldn't just sit and wallow in my own pity or whatever.
Yeah.
I had to make my own way. And I've always been that way too. Like I've never had, guidance. I've always been the person giving guidance or advice or that sort of thing. So I was always the go-to person in my friends' circles. Like, oh, let's go see what he thinks. That sort of thing.
Right. And two more quick questions because I know we have to get to the show. The other question is, how did you learn how to use, all this awesome technology that we have, like your iPhone, your computer,
I've always been a conceptually based type of person, so I understand concepts and foundations of things very, very well. I was raised on computers, so I know how they work. And I've had sight too, so
yeah.
I also have that benefit of knowing how things used to look, and then from that I can base loosely off how technology could have grown, and couple that with how things actually work now. My brain can paint a picture, and I can work things. So and plus I also I'm a graduate of Access Technology Institute, so not only did I get additional training, but I'm also a trainer of accessible technology.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's really great. And the last question is, and I may have asked you this before, so sorry if I'm repeating myself, but how did you, get the name Whistler?
So there's this movie back in the 90s called Sneakers, and one of the characters' name was Whistler, and he's totally blind. And he's got this really cool big braille display. It's the size of a computer screen, so he can literally feel everything on the computer screen. So that's where that came from.
Oh, okay. Well, hey, you're awesome, and I want to thank you for being on my channel. It was so good to have you on my channel again. Is there any channel recommendations or shout-outs that you want to give, or?
They know who they are. I don't like doing that because then someone's like, oh, you didn't mention me. And
yeah.
So,
well, I just want to give a shout out to the whole YouTube blind and visually impaired, I just want to shout out all the blind YouTubers and visually impaired YouTubers. All of you are awesome. So there you go. All right, you guys. Well, thanks for watching. And once again, you can catch me on Theory of a Blind Man's channel at 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Central Time, and what is it? Pacific 8, right? That's correct, right? Okay, I'm not sure where you went, Whistler, but anyway, so you can catch me on Theory of a Blind Man's channel at 8 his time, 11 my time, and y'all take care, and God bless, and of course, I'll see y'all in the next one. Well, guys, thanks for watching this Doing Everything Blind Throwback Thursday Flashback.